Welcome back to the second half of our broadcast. I'm joined again by the wonderful and enigmatic Rose. Sorry, I've been trying to make that pun all the time.
Hey Midge. Hey chat. Hey viewers. Everybody, let's get... Yes.
Yes. So, we've just heard from the players. We've just, there's a lot that the northern guys are trying to do to stabilize. Maybe now we'll see them really get some points. Look, there's still that chance. There is still that chance. But they are really going to have to work together to topple the two in the south. Traxxium, of course, is now in the game as well as their count. Let's actually get straight into the game so we can show some things off, and I will.
Yes. Let's unpause it. Let's get our players started.
Well, I'm gonna hold on the pause just in case Traxxium's still getting in, but I just want to look at their start that they're going to be facing.
They're in.
I think they are in.
They've changed around to temptation focus. Their character was learning. They've switched them to intrigue, temptation.
Interesting.
So I think I was taking a look at them while I was waiting. They've been a little busy.
Yeah. I think it's like a 6-6-6-2-14-12 is a rough start as well. So they're really going to need to grab some of those bonuses. They don't have any of those great artifacts anymore. It's going to be a tough comeback. But they do have that great point lead to get things in. I'm going to quickly just tell our talents that we're getting ready.
No, they do have those artifacts.
Oh, they do? They still have the Bells of Santiago and things?
Yes!
That's fantastic. Okay, that's cool. That's funny. That's funny. Anyway, starting now, and I will get us unpaused. So.
Oh.
Yep, that's me just clicking on in and the unpause taking over. So. Traxxium's got a lot to do. Spartini is still murdering their way through. I
think they're...
Gotta quickly pause here because we have had a desync from Traxxium. We're gonna quickly just hold that there. If there's a possibility we can actually quickly just pause the timer in the studio as well. Just because Traxxium is out of the game right now. We are going to have to quickly get them back in. Rose.
Yes.
As I was saying, let's take a look at the other players whilst things are, on the pause. We can have a look at some of the other things going on.
Yep. Spartini just needs 16 more kills. I think they're going to have no problem with that. I notice their prison is constantly empty. I wonder why. They're constantly cleaning house. So Ghibli up here is 25, but Ghibli, I'm sure, really wants to put their kid on the throne in 12-ish years when this is the Ghibli is actually an adult. And that's going to be interesting. So there's different ways to do that. She could make herself really stressed and commit suicide at the correct moment. That's possibly what she's doing because she is a level 1 of 3 stressed, has taken drunkard, but is still stressed.
So do you reckon raise the kid and then stress yourself out into an early grave so that the kid can come in? That's, I
did something similar when I played a Portugal run in Crusader Kings 2 because my kid was 15 and was not really my kid. It was the son of the devil. And I wanted that achievement to become, the leader of the devil worshippers and stuff. So, his dad just committed suicide a few months before the kid turned 16. It was, it's what you do in Crusader Kings. #CK things. So, and I can see Ghibli totally playing that way.
Yeah, absolutely. It's a valid strategy, really.
Especially because, she can't wait forever. We've got 3 hours left to play.
Yeah.
And, she needs to be able to strengthen the bloodline. That's a solid 5 points. But in those 14 years in between, she can try and work on some other things.
Yep, absolutely. Can you quickly take a look at the succession for Denmark for me? We've just got a new king of Denmark, obviously.
Sure.
How stable is that for them? Because
So
do they
his
have a
heir,
Scandinavian succession, or is it a Gaberkind? What's the...
it is male preference Scandinavian elective.
Ooh, so they might not keep it.
Mm-hmm. Currently there's one vote. Voting
Okay.
strength of 17 is what Mordaith has, and he's voting for moose steak.
Moose, as in mistake, or moose? Oh no, moose steak, as in steak
Moose
made of
as
moose.
in the critter across the
Mm.
water over here that they
They have
haven't
moose.
really.
They have moose in Sweden, I'm pretty sure. Don't they?
I don't think so.
You
do? Okay.
I was gonna say, yeah, I love that. Studio just hopped in there and said, "Yes, we have moose. Like, of course we have moose."
I thought they were purely North American.
Not everything's American.
Oh no,
Rose.
but they're apparently everywhere except for Gotland.
No, there's actually something I know because there was a story recently, or not recently, I think it was about last year now, that there was a moose loose outside the Paradox offices in Stockholm during the migration season. But anyway, Traxxium is back, so we are going to try unpausing here and get the time rolling again.
Give it a go.
Let's hope things are stable.
Ooh, fingers crossed, chat.
Oh, Traxxium is out of sync again.
Should we have to rehost?
I think I'm going to have to... I think it is going to be a rehost option if we want them to play, but I'm going to have to get the confirmation from Studio if that is a possibility here. Or if Traxxium is going to have to just continue on the sidelines for this session, which I'm gonna throw that to the executives behind the board. All right, for the meantime, though, we will get the time rolling.
Alrighty.
Okay. No, we are going to pause, and we are going to throw it to us, if we can, whilst I get this really set back up. And, yes, and maybe even throw it to the studio. But for now, Rose,
yes.
We've been back and forthing a lot. There was something I said at the end of last week that I don't know if you did have time to have a look at it, but it was discussing what our starts would be if we were players in this game. Because there's a number of duchies that weren't selected. And if you're missing that document, I'll go find that for you.
I am missing that document.
I'll go find it for you once I've got the game and we've got people loading in. But basically, okay, so we'll start with the preface of who do you think had the strongest duchy at the start? And how would you have played it?
Of the players that we had in the game, I honestly think where Spartini's was the strongest start because it's very stable. If they needed to, there was someone that they could vassalize themselves to, which is the Byzantines, which they did. And I don't know, part of it's maybe mental, but the idea that you have water surrounding you, like you don't share a land border with any other real nations, makes it feel like a stronger, more stable start. It's a good place to castle up, sort of.
Yes, and I agree. And we made a big prominent mention of that Cagliari silver mine. I think it's a silver mine, but it's a gold mine, which can really help you get the ball rolling. It has development bonuses for that province. But yeah, Cagliari is just such a strong province. The full list, I'm just going to try and find it because there was a lot of options. I normally, when I generate these games as Game Master, I tend to have 2 options per empire. With a bit of variations, and then some are like taken out between our last show that we did and this show. So if I quickly grab Feuding Lords, this document here, if I share this with you, Rose, and you can have a look through the list.
All right.
And at the bottom there is the options. The ones colored red are the starting duchies are the ones that were picked. Bar one of them I didn't. But yes, so I was looking at all of these, and I think there are some really, really potent choices in there that I'm surprised people didn't go for, especially with the 867 start.
I think, looking at it,
Mm-hmm.
I honestly would have gone for the Huberth or
Mhm.
Essex in Britannia.
Yep.
Just because I'm also very familiar with those two areas.
Yes.
You're starting feudal, if I remember correctly, with both. Which,
yes, you would be.
yes. Which I think lends itself more towards what the scorecard is.
Mm-hmm.
And I remember we talked about this at the beginning, but aside from Kingdom, you don't really need to expand and grow huge. Like Spartini actually having the whole Byzantine Empire could very easily blow up in Spartini's face if they died at the wrong moment.
Yeah, I agree. And one of the things I was like, Essex would be such a strong pick. Is if you can like get control of the British Isles, you're in such a strong position because one, you can manipulate Europe, but you're also relatively defendable. You've got that instant power base that not many others are going to interfere with, both AI and player based. So yes. Anyway, whilst everything loads on in here, I am going to actually say we'll throw this back to the studio and give them some time to fill so I can get everything organized and make sure we're back in this game as soon as possible.
Alrighty.
It's us, the time fillers. We're here.
Traxxium being that problem child.
I mean, it's honestly, it's one of those things where I'm just like, I wonder what happens if this happens.
And then it happens.
And then it happened.
You spoke it into existence. So it's really your fault. You're the problem child.
I mean, I was like, if you want to do it that way, then yes, it's all me and my coworker Cece's fault. Since
You're fired. Oh, you're blaming Cece.
no, I'm saying we put all of this together outside of the financial stuff.
I'd love it if Cece just comes walking in like, excuse me.
I mean, it's like they put us here in September, and here we are now. So like it's been a long road, but we're slowly but surely getting to this point. This point specifically.
This point specifically where
once
there was a mess up.
We've sorted out all of our parsec issues. We've gotten the tech to work. We can finally watch everyone's POV, and we can have our casters go into the game and talk to them. All of that was just leading up to us then having an out of sync issue. In the meantime, we can once again have a look at the scores that's now updated, because Mordaith did indeed get 2 more points for that kingdom.
That's great for Mordaith.
Yes.
I mean, especially like if you look at our last season, where we did CK3, Mordaith I think was like last with like 1 point.
Oh yeah, he kept it.
That was rough.
Mordaith never got off the ground.
Yeah, that was super rough.
A family affair. This one is going to be very interesting to me, I think, because Spartini Martini has already doubled his points this session, but Mordaith actually has a chance to do the same thing, admittedly starting at 5 points rather than 6. Yeah. So slightly less that's needed, but there can be a points explosion. Here we can see how he got those points. So lots of stuff that's open for Mordaith to get to. The question is, what are they going to go for?
I don't know, and it's gonna be kind of exciting to see what Mordaith. So Mordaith has 3 more hours total to go before this is over, and I mean he's really done a great job of going from having a really rough first week to last week. He's progressively like getting better as the weeks goes on. So it'll be interesting to see.
Yeah, and
how many points he can actually
and as was
gather.
Was pointed out by the casters as well. Like most of our players have a lot of like these smaller challenges that don't give that many points. But if you get the full column, that's 5 extra points, and then all of a sudden you're actually doubled.
And remember, Traxxium did do that, which is why Traxxium is at that 19 right now, because he completed a row.
Well, he's
almost.
He's almost completed a row.
That's right. Yeah.
We knew he was trying to consecrate his bloodline last week. Unfortunately, I think things might be slightly different.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, and he's actually not on the learning anymore.
Well, he can still grab stuff from learning, though, since it has been unlocked.
Okay.
But the question is he going to? And we can also see that I don't actually know what he picked to unlock this week, because he got in and I didn't ask him. But so he's currently has 3 rows unlocked. He should have 4. So there's one more that he can actually get points from, but we need to double check what that is. If we remind ourselves what Spartini's been up to, because we know that he started at 6 points this week and has grabbed, if I recall correctly,
10 friends.
10 friends and
He's
a
got 10 friends.
30 prowess. I think.
Oh, yeah, you're right. Yep, 30 prowess.
Or
Yep.
did he have? No, I think it's the 10 friends and 30 prowess. So that's how the doubling has happened. It's also the 30 prowess one is always interesting to me, because it's 4 points and he's grabbed nothing leading up to it. Admittedly, it's not like you need to become a king to get 30 prowess. They're not tied to each other in that way.
And Spartini actually did have a really rough week last week. He was able to grab 1 point, but he was kind of at that point where his ruler, right, Lord Farquaad, was our longest character to have lived up until that point. And then he died. And so Spartini had that big crisis on his hands. And I don't think he had as rough of a time as Traxxium did, but he was able to dig himself out of it. And now he's slowly crawling up to Traxxium.
Yeah, but I think we can generally see that here, right, when we're looking at the game. If we're going to Barely, for example, here, the idea seems to be get a ruler, stabilize, then get points.
Right.
And once your ruler died, your realm is going to go into chaos, stabilize, then get points. The question is kind of how many times can you do this reliably, and how many points can you get?
Like with Ghibli's had a rough time of it because her kingdom has never really been stabilized. So you'll see that she became king and then she's infamous. And really nothing has happened since then because she's constantly just been at war, really. So maybe with being in that alliance with Mordaith and Barely, hopefully her kingdom can become somewhat stabilized so that she could start putting points on the board. I know that she's just trying to get comfortable right now, and she's got that 3 more hours that she can play to hopefully get some more points, but it's going to be a rough road for her.
I mean, she's also up against Traxxium, who had an amazing week 2 and 3, and Spartini, who actually, like a madman, practices between sessions.
Yes.
Plays through and sees what happens. So, you know,
I know, talking to Spartini, just personally, like, he puts a lot of time into actually practicing this week to week. So I feel like he comes in fairly prepared. And that works for them, I mean, it works. Traxxium definitely, knows the game really well, and Spartini practices, and that's great. If they're able to do that.
It's also one of those things that it always comes down to, well, not always, but often comes down to RNG. And then, of course, it is because you never know what the AI is going to throw at you.
No, you don't. And that's part of the fun of Paradox and part of the heart.
But that's also part of, I think that's kind of like part of the gamble that we've seen from some of our players. Spartini going for Byzantium, kind of, I was going to say, well known for actually, it's going to be hard to stabilize that, and anything can happen. And Ghibli's ended up in a place in the world where it's like, it's never ending. That's where we saw Mordaith week 1 and 2, right? When he was still, well, he's back in Scandinavia, but he was in what's now southern Sweden, and everyone was just fighting over it. And you couldn't really build anything up to get those points because it was just never ending,
never-ending war and whatnot.
Counselor just like, I want Scania.
But we can actually throw this over to our casters.
Oh,
let's get this under.
Oh.
Surprise!
Apparently we
weren't.
we're not the casters.
Yeah, no, to be fair, let's have Knorr and Lady Magnus continue casting this. I'd love to see what they make of this. But actually, we will get right into the game. I'm unpause this and tell our lovely players that we're ready and that we're going to get this on the go. Starting now. Let's not waste any more time. I'm going to start at speed 2 as well, though, just to...
I have to say, if
just
you
to
throw
get-
it to my map,
Yeah, sure.
because
Got lined up. Oh.
Traxxium. This is a quick little overview in case you missed it. We've got the spottiness of Mordaith up here with his kingdom. We've got the messy blobs of Ghibli and Barely. We've got the gigantic Spartini Martini down here. And then we have little itty bitty Traxxium.
We have little baby Traxxium.
And his priesthood was slaughtered, and he has unused farmland as well, which hurts taxes.
So one of his family members created a cadet branch in Al Sariq, and they've called themselves Abbasid. So
Oof.
now, canonically, in the history of this game, Traxxium's house is the father house of the Abbasid Empire, which is wild to think of.
Yes.
So living members of that dynasty is insane.
That's a bit much. That's a good amount, honestly.
A very good amount.
You do have to see the max military strength of House Head. 0, 1K, 6K.
Oh yeah, she's unlanded now. It's the Traxxium's character's mother, isn't it?
Yes, she kind of got kicked out.
Yep, and she does, and Traxxium's character doesn't get any of the claims until she dies either, so I won't have inherited any of those.
Yep, he does have a claim on Al Andalus, and that's it.
That's because he owned it for a brief moment.
That's it. It's a sad day.
Yeah, I mean, hey, let's see if they get that 10 or more. Speaking of no sad days, this is a big sad day for a lot of people in the prisons of the Basilia, who now has 86 murders on their hands.
I see that.
Almost at the beautiful 100 disappearances and unalivings. Hey, I think that's a record for this show, because that will be the first 5-pointer earned.
Mm-hmm.
Right? I'm pretty sure.
Because it's definitely going to happen before King Disappointing Jib dies.
Mm-hmm.
Or this is the Ghibli. It's interesting, like the different levels they're at right now. Spartini Martini is sitting pretty nice with her.
Sorry. You know Jerusalem, the bastard inheritor?
Yes.
Yeah, they're gone. They've been overthrown by peasants.
Rip. The Himsi Emirates.
Yep.
Oh, poor guy. Prince Bastard won.
Yeah, and the other bastard's also gone. One's fairly tactical, lost the battle. He's just like, nah, this is mine now.
His bastard ran off to Muntenia. Okay.
I like
Interesting days.
What a world we live in.
What is she gonna get all of the marshal? Nope, she's not. Like, he's gone interesting places.
Yeah,
it's
but
interesting.
I'd say it's worked out for them very well. Like, those 3-pointers are good. It's a solid amount of points, and it's a really solid amount of points if you can, complete that the full set on every single character you run. They are risky, but like spreading your points and allowing one character to do more spread points across the card, I think is a good way to go.
Though, if Traxxium had lived just a few moments longer, they would have 3 more points.
Oh, really?
Like, remember how they missed it by 1?
Oh yes, of course. Yeah, no, you're right.
Mm-hmm. I mean, they're currently in the lead, but Spartini's only 7 points behind them.
Exactly, and
Oh,
5 points
well,
is definitely going to change that.
there went the Emir of Zuriad. It was like, important hostage, dead. Spartini's on a roll.
Spartini's on a
Ooh,
rampage.
and someone just tried to murder Spartini.
Yeah, I mean, that's the bad thing about doing all of these disappearing acts.
That is the truth. We were talking earlier, remember, about where you would start.
Oh, yeah.
And England and Wales are both kingdoms.
Yep. Yes, they are.
Like,
so is the Danelaw.
mm-hmm.
So is Scotland. So is Ireland. Like, there's a lot. So if we started in Essex, you don't necessarily have to make the Kingdom of England. Could have made one of the other smaller kingdoms.
Interesting. Wales is Welsh Anglo-Saxon.
Yeah, I noticed that earlier because they've got the House of Wessex on the throne. That's where the lineage of Alfred the Great went.
Very interesting. But yeah, I think I would have actually started as I can never even say it. Deheubarth in Wales.
Yes.
Grabbed the
South
Kingdom
Wales.
of Wales and probably turtled up there.
Yeah. That's a very solid tactic. Let me just look at the list and remind myself again. I think one real decent title is Thuringia in Germany, which is quite close to the Poland start. So, I mean, there is that risk there. But I kind of an understated one would be either Kerman in the Persian Empire, Syria, the Empire, so the Emirate of Damascus would also be a good one in the Arabian Empire. But I think the one I'd go for is the Duchy of Fez, strangely. And maneuver myself into becoming a kingdom probably in Morocco and turtled up relatively there, and then possibly join the Iberian struggle, such as Traxxium had, but also had that goal of, okay, if I need an escape plan, I can go down into Mali, perhaps, and work my way there. Because the thing is, as well, is like, you know, you're close enough to interfere with other players spread across the Mediterranean.
Yes.
But you're also far enough out there that you can avoid contact, much as Traxxium has. And also, if you end up taking places like, I think, is it Marrakesh has a... One of these in Fez has a pretty potent province. I'm trying to remember which one it is. There's a great work down here that's pretty nice.
Because that was the goal that first week. What? Okay. I'm just looking at Morday's character here. He's had two of his sons have had their heads ripped off.
Oh.
And then another son died in his sleep at 31.
That's
not what you want, really. Berserker son. Yeah. I do have to say, his heir does not look the most intelligent.
Does not look the most intelligent. I need
to
to
look at that face.
Oh, yeah. Okay. His name's Duck Soup as well. He definitely looks like a soup.
Yeah. He was Moose Steak.
Yeah, it was Moose Steak. What's wrong with Moose Steak?
I don't know. What happened to Moose Steak? There's Moose Steak. Moose Steak is betrothed to a 7-year-old. Who's also got some very good traits. But now it's Duck Soup, who's strong and has no wife.
Is that a threat against Martini?
Oh, gained a rival. Okay, does it matter? How is Martini's kill list? 94. So close. They're 50.
Yep.
Ooh, and what do we think is going to happen when their heir inherits? Their heir has 691 prestige. they have frozen grief from never processing the death of a loved one.
Mm. Yeah, that's a trait that always comes back to bite me, because I select it really like to avoid like an instant death of like an over stressing out to 3.
Mm-hmm.
But it sticks with you, and it in the long run, it's you can't escape the frozen grief. So that's just a note for CK as a game, saying, you know what's good for everybody? Therapy. Especially if you play CK. Anyway, I think we're about to see the full murder list come out, so I'm going to keep an eye on over here. But yeah, if you take us around the rest of the map,
I'm going to check on Traxxium right now.
Yeah, go for it.
What? Traxxium almost has like 1K troops. They have a spouse who's their lover. Very nice. Their wife, friend, lover who's pregnant, so they're working that route. Their Catholic half brothers in jail.
Oh, okay.
Good for them. And as their mom got remarried matrilineally and has popped out 2 more kids.
Sorry to cut in, but Spartini has done another 5-pointer before the 100 kills.
What?
They've upgraded a monument to level 2.
They got the tech. They upgraded the mine. Yes, they did.
They upgraded the mine. Yep, they did.
Very nice.
So that's going to be 5 points, and then another 5 points when
they get 6 more kills.
Murder. Yeah, so that will take them into the lead.
Watch them die at 99 kills.
Oh no, we can't put that on them. We can't put that on them. Oh, I'm guessing that's why they're doing these wars now. They're hoping to get some captures. This war is really even as well, the one that they're currently in. It's 20,000 troops versus 20,000 troops. I'm just going to cut to my point of view here because there's some battles going on. It is not looking... I mean, they have just won that battle, but this war is going to be a bloody one, and this is going to be risky. I think they're really noticing their HP, their life, and then they know they're so close, so they're trying to do this. This is actually... They're the defender in this war as well, so this isn't a planned war from Spartini, so this is just something that's happened that they can use to their advantage, but there's a lot of alliance arrayed against them, and interestingly, where's Spartini's troops? I only see 7,000 of them. Have they not raised everybody?
Don't know. Where are their troops? Oh, they threw someone in their dungeon.
That's another... Yep, there's someone else just died as well.
I think that
was... 95. They're at 95 characters. Well, up to 95, just 5 more.
5 more.
Is this... Oh, okay, I think this is just the local levy plus their men-at-arms. Instead of raising everybody.
Yeah, which is not a smart decision. I see 18k troops walking right towards them.
Yep, that's going to be rough. Quack, 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 quack,
quack,
quack,
quack, and
quack. Okay, yeah, I like the idea that... Oh, and they've raised the rest of their troops now, I think. But that's going to take a couple of months to get there, which might give the...
Ooh. Okay. Apparently Bavaria has decided not to be Bavaro-Slavian.
Bavaro-Slovene.
Mm-hmm. Oh, they raised a whole bunch more troops.
Yeah, I'm worried about the timing here, though, of the troops. I think they're going to be fine.
They are now a seductress. That doesn't do anything for them, does it? I don't think so.
Bonus fertility.
No, but I meant on the scorecard. I didn't think so.
Oh, no. It's nothing in the scores. Unless they get all of those lines.
Mm-hmm. Oof. They're at 96.
96. Just 4 more kills. 4 more kills. 4 more kills. This is not a fun... This is also not a fun to be place to be fighting in either. No. Sinai Peninsula, the attrition you can take here can really ramp up There is a battle about to happen with the recently disembarked
Yeah.
here. It could be good, but I think the speed boost is just in the timing. They might actually catch one of the smaller stacks. It's going to be higher quality men-at-arms, so this should be fine for the Basilius. And hopefully they'll be able to chase down the rest before that disembark modifier comes in.
Go! They stole their banner.
Oh, the disembark modifier has cleared, but they do have enough troops here. With all the men-at-arms, this is going to be a good battle. Wow, the leader of the Byzantine army is a wrecker. Is that the husband? No, it's not. It's just a random count. But he's got 29 prowess himself, but also 42 commander advantage.
This was a bit risky going into desert mountains, attacking into them. I honestly wouldn't have done it. I would have hesitated. But it paid off for Spartini Martini.
Yes, it did indeed. That commander advantage, though, is insane. 42 commander advantage. One of them is flexible leader, which is enemy defensive advantage minus 50%, which is a lot. They are also an organizer and a holy warrior, so, very
white
nice.
Piece.
White piece. I think that's wise. I know that they need to get people in their position.
100 characters.
We're at the 100? We are at the 100. That's why they did it as well. The executions. There we go. 100 people disappeared, taking Spartini Martini's total of points to 22.
Jesus.
Quacks all around. Holy moly. Flap those wings in celebration. Okay, you know what? I think we should go talk to Spartini because that is a whirlwind.
Let's do it.
Let's go say hi. Quack, quack, quack.
Fuck.
Quack, quack, quack.
Jesus Christ.
Good. Good duck, sir. You just scored 10 points in the last, 10 minutes.
Yeah, I'm about to do something really risky too.
Oh,
I'm going to force myself to abdicate so my son can take over so I can get some bastards.
Oh, okay.
So I'm going to provoke a rebellion and then immediately surrender. To abdicate.
Okay.
I mean, this is...
There we go.
Oh, yep, there it went. I saw that.
Surrender.
Rally the troops.
Alright, Farquaad II is back. Marry off
He
my
doesn't look
siblings
quite like
for
Farquaad
allies.
the First.
This is. Have you guys seen Free Guy, the the AI video game movie with Ryan Reynolds?
I've seen that.
Has
Yeah,
anyone
it's
seen
good.
this? Yes. Yeah. You know, the other guy at the end where he's chonkier. This is the Farquaad version. Also, my gosh, 46 prowess on this guy.
Yeah, he's good.
He's a little powerful. At least with that. He's not too good at talking to people, though, I notice.
No, we gotta trade him a little bit.
Yeah, and also gluttonous is a negative to attraction opinion. So is, I think, arrogant. If they're a vassal, they're going to be down. It's going to be a little bit. Oh, yeah, it's going to be a little bit down. But I think I believe in you. I think you can do it.
Good luck.
I mean, yes. All I wanted to say was congratulations for that. So not only is there you've maybe possibly won 2 headsets, you've also taken the lead today. So this is
Nice.
This is a wild day for you, Spartini. Look, I mean, complete turnaround.
I had a big plan.
How do you feel?
It's kind of working.
Hey, how many points do you reckon we'll see from you for the rest of the session? Do you think we'll see more coming in, or?
I'm hoping to get 2 more for the bastards.
Mm-hmm. Not going to
So
try
you
for
think
the
you'll
consort
manage-
lovers as well.
No, I don't have the. Well, maybe, but I don't think so. No. Oh, I gotta sneeze.
Okay. Okay. Well, you know what? We'll leave you to it. But well done again. Wild gameplay we're seeing here.
Thank you.
Very much so. Oof.
Wow. I am taking us through those plans live as well. Just that abdication there as well.
Mm-hmm.
Just, I mean, it's a very good tactic.
It's an interesting tactic, I gotta say. We'll see if it pays off for him. Because again, as you mentioned, Farquaad II's a little gluttonous, which
Yeah,
hurts things.
that's true.
He's also got that frozen grief penalty,
Oh.
and he's obese.
I'd still think it'd be fine.
So
Do you know, the useful thing, though, as well, is that now that the Mummy Dearest has been abdicated, she can always go on the council as your spy master.
that is true.
And
He
you have a
doesn't-
very good, potent spy master mistress
no,
on the...
she's ran off to the little barony of or county of Amada.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, she's like, forget the Byzantine Empire, I'm done.
To be fair, there's a long list of people that want to kill her, I'm guessing, so...
Probably.
It's probably wise. It's probably
so
wise.
is he seducing any? He's not even seducing anyone yet.
He's probably just, sorting out the realm
Or is
just a
he?
little bit.
No. Oh wait, hold on. I'm on the wrong character.
I
There
am...
we go. Let's see. Nope. He is not seducing anybody. He's discovered murder secrets.
I say his mother's murder secrets, and so I don't think there are that many secrets.
No, I mean people that are trying to murder people in
Mhm.
his court because it's the Byzantine Empire. That's just what everybody does.
Oof.
I wonder how Traxxium is doing over there.
They're in a big war right now, and it's not their own war, which is kind of stagnating everything that they can do. What I would say, though, is I was just looking at Barely, and they've had a bad omen. They've got ongoing heartaches as well, which is severe stress. They're melancholic. Their health is not looking good. I think we might be about to see a character
Ooh.
switch from them.
I see that they're feeling fine.
Yeah, but you know what? We always say we're fine when really we're not.
Why are two of their kids are dead from mysterious circumstances? Oh, both their club-footed kids. What?
That's
Their heir is Borschla, who is a genius, robust kid. I wonder if he's also going for that 5-pointer of
I think
strengthening the
so.
bloodline.
I think so. I think that's what we're seeing there. This is the Ghibli, the heir apparent, the one true Ghibli that has that has been foretold. Just got ambitious as a trait as well, so they are looking pretty good.
I just realized their heir's mother is of the Quack House.
Who's heir's mother?
Barely's heir's mother.
Barely's heir's mother. Oh, okay.
Good kid. So there's been quite a bit of intermarrying going on between these guys.
Yeah, the players aren't afraid to get their hands into each other's pockets, and I definitely don't think it's like there's a lot of teamwork. I think from everyone bar Traxxium, there's been this. Oh wow, Traxxium put 17 points on the board last week. We all need to do something. And now everyone's going to be looking at Spartini, going, "Oh wow, Spartini just put 22 points on the board. We need to do something." So yeah, I'm really intrigued to see what's gonna happen now.
Should we go pop in and ask Traxxium?
I think we should. Let's go talk to Traxxium. Hello, Traxxium. How are you doing? How's the reset been? How obviously you come back to quite a different realm than what you had. Let's take us through it. What are your plans?
I think I got a bit lucky because the actual Sultan of Al-Andalus married me. So the heir is going back to the family. I'm going back to be a king in the next generation.
Oh, wow.
Ooh.
Oh, so you
But
managed to make
I
the
have
queen.
to help her preserve the kingdom because she's looking dire the situation. So as you can see, a lot of wars.
It looks like it's a bit on fire.
Excuse me?
Looks like it's a bit on fire.
Yeah. The Iberian Peninsula is on fire right now, so I'm trying to survive. They can siege me, but it seems like everything is like in a standby. No war is going anyway, so maybe a long war before anything ends. So let's see.
what do you think? Do you think you will have any points by the end of the hour extra, or are you just totally focused on making this playable for next week?
The thing is, like, I try to seduce some kings and queens, because I have 2 of the 5 kings as lovers to get that point. But then realized that my character is just and unjust, so I cannot do like bastards or many seductions. So maybe I should have chose like the martial path for today and trying to get something, but
Yes,
nah, just trying to stabilize my realm at the moment.
It did confuse me a little bit when you chose intrigue instead of martial.
Yeah, I didn't check my character, so is going wrong everything today.
Well, we'll leave you to it. We know you're in a hectic situation, so we don't want to hold up too much of your brain power. So have a good luck. I hope you can come back to it all, and everything all the fires will die down soon.
Okay, thank you very much.
I mean, already Traxxium making really seriously good plays there to recapture the kingdom. Like, doing
Indeed.
it diplomatically is a fair... I didn't notice that at all.
I hadn't noticed that either.
Yeah, that's... to be fair, it might happen more sooner than we actually thought. His wife just got maimed. His wife has just been maimed, so it's going to go to the kids very, very soon.
And his daughter is 3.
Yep, daughter is 3. Well, they are clearing up those wars really, really nicely. But hey, Traxxium, well, good. Well done.
We'll have to see what happens.
We indeed will.
How is Mordaith doing up here with his new fancy kingdom? He's a cannibalistic murderer with lover's pox. Yay!
Oh gosh, I just looked at the England. I just looked at how many Waleses there are. No. let's turn away from that. Let's no. Yes. So Denmark is looking pretty nice, honestly. Unhappy Meal getting on a bit though. His health is now poor, so I think we are going to see Duck Soup take over very soon. Duck Soup was set up again as an intrigue character. Interesting.
He's engaged to a 14-year-old from up in Gulata? Something.
Yes.
I mean, he is set up as an intrigue character, and he'd be good to try and get those 10 bastards.
Be very good to get those 10 bastards. To be fair as well, because we've got to remember, Mordaith started with intrigue. That's the line he started on, but he didn't have the chance to really land anything from that line. Could really get some points on the board by just, bashing through a couple of those, such as, getting the bastards, sneaking into some king's courts and shacking up with their significant others or anything. To be fair, having just murdering on the palette will help them get other things as well. So
that is true.
They also have the luxury of, they're still Scandinavian. They can still raid navally. They can get a lot of people captured. Means they could really rack up that 100 kills really quickly.
But they just gotta do it.
They've just got to do it. Just do it. As the prophet Shia LaBeouf would say.
Ooh. I think, skipping over to Russia, I think Ghibli is really trying to set her ruler up to die young. He's a drunkard and he's on a drinking binge right now.
That's
plus
fair
level
enough.
1 stress.
Yeah, I would be trying to set up my son a little bit better, I think. I would be trying to find him a duchy, I think, that he can have and hold on to before he takes over. Because one of the things is, Ghibli, yes, is in dire need of money, but she also needs prestige because she is still tribal, I believe. Which means all of her men-at-arms are going to run on prestige. Therefore, having them independent, having them gaining some prestige of their own, is not going to hurt. Not going to hurt at all.
Nope.
Just gained paranoid. Ambitious, paranoid, bossy child.
He's could be a worse kid.
No, but with bossy, you can go intrigue training, right? He is
I
being
believe
intrigue
so.
trained. Yes, yeah, it is.
Yes,
No,
he's
it's
got
martial stewardship, but there's zero effect from going into the intrigue line. So,
No.
you know, that's pretty good. And he's got 16 intrigue right now as an 11-year-old. So,
I'd say he's being set up to do very well, and I'm sorry, disappointing Jim, but I don't know that you're long for this world.
yeah, I don't think so either. Oh, we have Prince Bastard apparently of the Byzantine Empire. I don't think they are a bastard though.
Yeah, just naming him bastard does not make him a bastard.
Yeah, yeah. Unfortunately, that's not how that works because that is your wife's child.
I think that kid was there already though when he took over with him.
What? And it's just the game naturally named them bastard.
No, I think he was under 5. He renamed him
Oh.
because I'm pretty sure he had a different name earlier.
Fantastic.
Yeah.
Fantastic. Absolutely.
Does he have any
fantastic.
lovers? He doesn't have any lovers yet, though.
No, he doesn't.
He is seducing the Duchess. A Duchess of Cephalonia. She has lovers pox, though. Why are you seducing the person with lovers?
That sounds like an oversight right there.
Oh no! Oh no, never mind. He's no longer overwhelmed with stress. Okay.
Barely's got a point, and they haven't marked it off on their card.
Oh.
They have an infamous trait here.
Oh, they do.
They're an adopterer. So
No,
I'm gonna mark...
Spartini? Spartini has it.
No. Barely.
Oh.
I just marked it off on their card for them. So Barely Tactical's actually on 6 points. There you are.
Maybe barely doesn't realize.
I'm guessing so. So that's why I did it myself. Yeah, he's got adulterer, so he's got an infamous trait.
Very nice.
Okay,
Good job, Barely.
I wanted to check what line they were doing, and I saw that they're doing the intrigue line here. I was like, oh, let's take a look. Oh, they haven't marked that off. But yeah, they've got one. I wonder how they're doing on bastardry. Or anything like that. Or lovers. Got a decent amount of friends, but they've already got that bonus,
Yeah.
so that doesn't really help them.
No, I think those have just been like pure luck.
Mm-hmm. They're in another war here for Polish conquest of the Duchy of Moravia. Ooh. Taking the Duchy of Moravia away from the Kingdom of Moravia. Interesting, because I don't think, again, that's not part of the Empire. Oh no, that is part of West Slavia.
Yes. And
So-
it's interesting the focus on getting empires. Like
Hmm.
maybe it's like caster sight or something, but watching everyone play this, I'm just like, I would do this differently.
Yeah. Yes,
I don't know
we
if
do
it would
have...
go well, but
Yeah, we do have the benefit of hindsight. I also have the benefit of writing the rules, so I know
yes.
exactly how I would play things. But yeah, I think there is a lot of focus on things that aren't necessarily going to win you those points.
Yep.
Because the only thing that an empire does is allow you to go slap people a bit more, which, granted, yes, can help you in the kills front, but I think that's kind of about it with the rest of the...
or religion if you're unreformed. But seeing that score sheets, knowing it was for forming a religion and consecrating bloodline and stuff, if I wanted to go for those, I would have gone with already organized religion.
Yes, I think so too.
Because, as Barely became Catholic, but if Ghibli or Mordaith wanted to found a religion, they'd either have to convert, like Barely did, or they have to reform their religion and then create one.
Yeah.
It's just a lot of extra work.
Just given all of these titles to this random countess as well.
Huh.
Early just had one of his children murdered.
Oh, that's nothing.
I mean,
new.
she had the Great Pox as well, so.
That image of the Great Pox, it just.
Oh, it's not comfortable, is it?
No, it's
Not
not.
not a comfortable image. Really isn't. Everyone is still kind of holding on though right now.
Mm-hmm. How is it working? Farquaad the Second. Farquaad the Second still has no lovers.
Queen of Al-Andalus is still alive despite being maimed.
Oh wait, no.
Which is both good and probably bad for Traxxium.
Yep. Sorry. Farquaad does have 2 lovers. I
Oh,
did
really?
not. I swear sometimes I hold down control and click and it doesn't. Oh, he's got a bastard growing in Billy. But again, his lovers are married.
Oh yeah, you need to find those unmarried, those
Oh, I mean, you do
unmarried
get this is
debutantes.
joyous news. Yep, there we go. He lost a level of devotion.
Yep,
He's
there's-
admitted that's his kid coming.
Okay, one down, many more to go. That's what I was hoping to see. So Ghibli is invading Novgorod. They are removing them from the map. I know
Oh.
that Ghibli was saying no, they were allied for a while. I'm pretty sure I'd seen Novgorod go to war with
Yeah,
White Rus
not-
multiple times as well. So this is
Before today, though.
yes. Oh, it was before today, but even so, I think this is a really good get. I know we were just saying about why are people focused on making empires. I think Ghibli is the one exception right now, just because of how unstable her local area is. It's been the thing that's keeping her back for so long. And honestly, giving her son the best advantages as possible, that in the final week she can make as many points as possible, I think is a good thing. I would really like to, because what lines has Ghibli got unlocked? Ghibli has diplomacy, martial, intrigue, and learning unlocked.
Mm-hmm.
And she was hoping to do learning this week. Or some of the learning challenges this week, which I just don't think have happened.
No.
Unless we're missing some language learning going on in the background.
Not happened.
No, she has one language. But honestly, a lot can be done for these martial lines. This will actually be a martial unlock if she takes this, because it will be Forge or Inherit a Kingdom.
Oh.
But that's one I think she's already done. I think yes,
Yes.
that's one she's already done. So it's like yeah, you know, it's the it's the taking pull. I like the move. It needs to happen fast, I think, so that the attention can be set to, because we can't always be relying on this kid to take over and land those 5 points. There needs to be some other movement. I think.
Yeah, 5 points are great, but it's not going to win the game.
No, not
She
right
does
now,
have
anyway.
6 friends, though. I don't think she's
Oh.
done that one.
She does not. So that could be 2 points on the way. Good. I'm glad to see it.
Yeah, which is partly why one of her friends is Barely, which is why Barely has like 4 friends.
How many allies does she have as well? If she goes for the ally route as well, once she's done those friends, if she can ally them as well, that would be great. Because then she can get the, because if she has have 10 alliances with dukes or above, that's a 4-pointer.
She has 3 allies.
Okay, so not unheard of.
No.
I think that's what I would be trying to do with disappointing Jib, especially while the kid isn't of age.
Get allies, get friends.
Get this war done, get allies, get friends. I think that's the route. Because I don't think she wants to ruin the inheritance and risk the bastard lines. Perhaps. But it could do. Maybe learn some languages as well. Just do some more of those passive achievements whilst, you can lean up the rest of the area around here.
And her kid is 13. Oh, he's stubborn.
What does Ghibli need for the Empire of Russia?
Quite a bit. Because it's
another 41 counties.
It's a big empire.
Mm-hmm.
That's something too. Like if you want an empire in a multiplayer game, you're better off trying to go for one that's smaller, or one that you can like you've got a culture or religion where you can grab huge chunks easily.
Yep, or one that already exists, like
Yes.
like Farquaad did.
Mm-hmm. Arcad did the sneaky sneak.
The one thing also I would say about Quack House is there's something that they've been unparalleled in compared to every other player is gold. They have had so much gold this entire game, which has given them the freedom to do so much more.
Yep.
I really feel like that they've played a really good economic game, which is a big part of CK as well, even though it doesn't look it on the surface. Someone who's doing really well for that now, though, which is a complete flip of their early games, is Barely. Barely's economy is looking pretty strong as well right now.
Yeah, he had a good position here. Like, this is a good, solid start. He just had that really bad luck losing his starting ruler so early on.
Yeah, absolutely.
I think if that hadn't happened, Barely would... I don't know if he'd be on the same point level as Spartini and Traxxium, but he'd be really darn close with the chance of pulling past.
Well, yes, I'd agree. And also the thing is, honestly, it's kind of a case of the more people who are up at that top point level, the more likely others are to make mistakes, for example, which, you know, and not play things as calmly because they're worried about that coming on in. But this could change a lot of things.
Ooh, there's a crusade.
Crusades have started. The Pope has called a crusade for Jerusalem.
Which, that's actually a very small little empire there, or kingdom there. Isaid? I can't word, especially when it's not a language I've studied.
Isaid? I think it would be Isaid. Rather than I said.
Oh. So...
Or it would be Isa.
Traxxium's wife is still maimed, but she's still alive.
Yeah, no, she's still kicking. But the Crusades, the thing is about the Crusades, what this does is really opens up the game for Poland to be able to attack places like Lithuania as well and start doing holy wars that way. Especially if they can redirect some of the Crusades. Also, I believe that Belly is our only Catholic player.
Oh, he is, isn't he?
Yeah, so this is just a benefit for them. Of course, Jihad's coming around will then turn for Traxxium, but for the rest of everybody else, it's not a big deal unless they can reform their religion.
What is Barely? Okay, I'm on Barely. He's got his cousin in line. I wonder... Oh, wait. Redirect to the Kingdom of England.
Wait, that's a thing.
Redirect war target.
To the Kingdom of England.
He's a deviant.
Oh. I think it would go to someone who has a claim on it.
Yes, that's one of the issues.
Could also go for the Kingdom of Aquitaine, apparently. But
he could
you know
go for
what?
the Malachite of Al-Andalus.
I was about to say, why doesn't he go down to see if he can redirect this war to Iberia and attack Traxxium?
500 piety. He's got the 500 piety.
He's got the piety, I know. He's in a war right now. I don't know if that stops anything. But Barely Tactical could have a big old issue. A big old... it could really like strike while the iron's hot on Traxxium. Someone in chat is asking for a rerun down the scores. I'll quickly run you through them. So currently Spartini Martini is at 22, Traxxium is at 19, Barely Tactical is at 6, Mordaith is at 8, and Ghibli is at the back of the pack with 3.
Right. I wonder if Barely realizes he could do that.
I don't know.
Because that's something that a lot of people don't realize, is that you can redirect war.
Crusades, yeah. Oh gosh, one thing is like my head is like poor Traxxium, they're in a really bad spot, but another part of me is like, do it, Barely, do it, please. I want the bloodshed. Give it to me. Just like, do it. But you know,
because also here's the thing as well, since Spartini's got the Byzantine Empire, he's got all these people to attack, and you don't want to continue to weaken the Muslim world next to the Byzantines. That just helps Spartini.
Yes, that's very much true. Actually, can it be redirected onto Spartini at all?
Ooh. I wish there was
Kingdom of
this was
Sun.
organized better.
Go for Ghibli's title. Ghibli. No, I don't think there's anything in here that is from the Byzantines.
No, I don't.
No, it seems to be mostly Arabic titles. And a couple of...
Sadly. You could go for the Kingdom of Denmark.
Oh, that would be a huge middle finger. That would
yeah. I don't know.
No, the Traxxium move is tactical because Traxxium is in second place. But the or anything that would hamper Byzantium. But
you go for Novgorod, which would help.
No, the Ghibli's fighting for that right now.
No.
That's not helping her if she gets it and then suddenly she gets crusaded upon. That's
why. Oh, you go for the Kingdom of Alba because no, they're Catholic. Why? What did you? I'm not sure why they're an option.
Oh, it might not be. It might be one of the independent counts or something, or another area of it.
Possibly.
Yeah.
Here you go. You could direct it to Yoghrad.
Yes, it's because there's one independent county in Alba that is Norse, so it would be a crusade for that one county. Yeah.
You could do a crusade for Yuggra.
Where on earth is that?
We're in Siberia.
Oh yes, beautiful. That'd be a great crusade. That would be so impactful to this session. I really think that would be the game changer. You know what? In fact, I'm gonna make that next week's side quest. Right. Yes. Crusade has fired, so it is going. It is going for Jerusalem. But they've managed to rally quite a lot of the Sunni world for this. It's going to be a bloody war.
Okay. Yeah, I would have tried redirecting it.
Yeah.
But again, it's also like I know Barely plays CK, but did he think about this being an option? Did he weigh it? Or did he just not think of it?
Well, I think because he's currently fighting his own war, I think that in their mindset has taken priority.
Yep, and he's got more troops, but not by a lot.
He really wants that empire as well, is the thing. And he's just grabbing that territory in the empire. And I don't quite know why, if I'm totally honest. Because
this is... Maybe
it's almost
this is
like
just...
certain players are going, I'm gonna have my own goal, this is what I want to do by the end of this.
Yeah, well, I feel like it's the difference. Like, there's different types of CK players. There's people who play with like achievements or other, weird sort of goals in mind. There's the people that just play for role play, and then there's the people that play it like they play EU4.
Explain that last one for me.
Map painting.
Oh, okay. I don't map paint on EU4, so I find that confusing. But fair enough.
I mean, you don't always map paint EU4, but there are smaller goals, but that's like the most standard way that people play EU4, especially at least the beginning. And if you've put in 3,000 hours, you probably play other ways.
I tend to build tool most of the time and play in the HRE, so
well, yeah.
I can't build. You can't really map paint really starting in the HRE. Well, you can. You definitely can. That's a lie. But if you're playing with other goals in mind, it's much harder in that scenario.
We do have Seuza, who's played a lot of EU4, and I think Vicky now in chat saying that they're an EU4 in Crusader Kings. Bear is unpredictable. I mean, trying to just gobble up and grab an empire is not the most unpredictable way of playing Crusader Kings.
Yeah, I personally, I think the way I play Crusader Kings is I play at speed 5 and then get angry when I accidentally kill all my troops.
I tend to play speed 4, speed 5, and pause a lot.
Yes. Yeah, I definitely speed 5 and pause. How's Ghibli's war going? She must almost be done, right? Nope, she's taken a beating. Why is this now?
So did Barely.
Why is Ghibli's war suddenly on the back foot? She had like 70%. Now she's only got 27. What happened here?
No!
What?
Barely's heir was taken hostage.
Oh no! No, that's not the heir, is it? There's the other Borgia.
Maybe it's just.
Wait, no. The Barely's heir for some reasons is in the Byzantine court.
What in the world? Why? Is he being trained? No, he doesn't have a guardian. Why is...
What?
Oh, because his mother. His mother took her.
The mother.
But the mother's off in Amida with her own mother.
No. Oh, Barely lost that war. Negative 400 gold. I was saying, oh, Barely looks so good in the gold right now.
Nope.
No. This is the Ghibli. The one true Ghibli has come of age. They're an intricate web weaver. Looking pretty fly
Interesting. Interesting. So is she going to land him? He's got 21 intrigue.
Rose, you might know this. What's the difference between wild oat and bastard in the game, in meanings of the game?
I think it's just to do with the culture. Like how they view bastards.
Oh, okay. Because Spartini has a wild oat, and so a little girl of his is a wild oat rather than a bastard.
Yeah, she's Horksters. She's Muslim.
So it's because that wild oats are accepted. Oh, it's because there are the religion
I would count it as a bastard because
there's no such thing as a bastard. But technically, according to game logic, because of that religion, there is no such thing as bastards.
Yeah, but
so is it a bastard?
I would honestly give it to him because that's what his own culture deems it.
But it's not his culture.
Yeah, I know. Or the religion, but the baby's being raised because the baby always takes the
mother's.
Yes.
Unless I'm gonna have to ponder on that one, I think, because technically, in terms of how the game works, it's technically not a bastard because there's no such thing.
But as far as it goes for inheriting for him, I think the kid doesn't fall in his line of succession at all.
Well, let's find out.
Yeah. That which
she does.
She does?
Yep.
She does. So yeah, nope, not a bastard.
Nope.
That's interesting. So if you want bastards without being bastards, seduce people who are in the no bastard religions. Yep. She is in the line of succession.
Yeah, I was just writing that as well. Oh boy. Does that mean Traxxium is like locked out of getting the bastards? Have they inadvertently locked themselves out of that part of the scorecard?
Well, they would have been from the beginning. Because even
have they completed that one already?
No. They'd have to seduce. Well, the thing is, Asherism is the Sunni religion. Like, that's what they started with. And that had no bastardry. But they also can't consecrate their bloodline, too. So, is interesting.
That's so technically Traxxium has a hard limit of how many points that they can get unless they religion and culture switch.
I think going in and knowing this, you need to make bigger changes when forming your own religion for those points.
Yeah.
Like I if that wasn't one of the options and he hadn't reformed his points, I'd be like, oh, you gave him a worse position with this religion. But you were also, his religion was organized. And he reformed it and didn't account, which I'd say is poor planning. So either he didn't plan to go for those points or he didn't think about it.
True.
Same goes for people who picked unorganized religions. Like,
Yeah, I agree. But what I've just checked in to see what's happening with the Ghibli War. And it's what happened is the county of Voldi is attacking Novgorod as well. And its army was stronger than Ghibli's, beat Ghibli's army back, and took over her sieges.
Ooh.
Yeah. Because Vodi is also fighting for a large portion of the Kingdom of Novgorod. But then...
Yeah, this is...
Again, we continue to...
going better.
Yeah, this whole area, just messy. Just messy. Just...
You know who's been the calmest for this half of the session?
Mordaith?
Yes.
Yeah. He's
His
actually
little blob's grown a bit bigger.
He's got the Jutland, the Yeland nubbin of Denmark.
Ooh, and Duck Soup has had a son. Refried Duck Soupson.
Refried and cutlet Duck Soup.
You refried Duck Soup.
Refried Duck Soup sounds really bad. It sounds really bad. I'm just imagining like a really crispy duck bill in like this black water. Ooh.
Mordaith has won another war. His main problem I see here, though, is Sweden.
Yeah. I think everyone's main problem here is Sweden. Well, at least between Denmark here and Poland, because of just how much land Poland's taken. They are a force to be reckoned with. They've gone Catholic now as well, so you can't holy war their way in. It is...
Right.
Yeah, it's not good. Speaking of...
I looked at that because that would have been a good target for the Crusade if they were still pagan.
Yeah, absolutely. And Denmark being pagan...
I feel like he should have switched over. He does have a lot of piety. If he converted, I think he's trying to found
that religion. I think he's trying to get the found religion point.
Yeah, but you can't found a religion because he's unreformed.
Well, he needs to reform it, yeah, which would count.
But you need the 3 holy sites.
Yep, you do.
And he's 71.
Yes, he does. He is. 3 holy sites aren't that far from him. He could go nab York from... Well, Wales is pretty powerful, actually.
Yeah.
York from Wales. There's one is owned by... under Halogaland. Halogaland?
Oh.
I think it's Halogaland. Yeah, so it's like it's not infeasible, but got to do some serious warring there to get that going.
Indeed. Speaking of warring, Traxxium. Oh, the Iberian Peninsula is still on fire, but not as much fire.
Yeah, I think it's a really solid position to pick this up next week and then score some more points. We are in the last 40 seconds though already, which is... This has gone fast this second half, once we got it going, that is. Rose, in this final fleeting moments we have together today, what do you think needs to happen next week? Because the thing is as well, we're starting to see two players really pull ahead, but we have the option that the other players in the north could either, you know, really try to help one of their players take the lead if they think their alliance power is strong enough to just, you know, funnel point gets into their friend. Maybe two of them play defense while one starts grabbing some points, or they can take the fight south to just disrupt as much as possible in the south. But there we have it. We are paused. I'm really intrigued to hear what you think we're gonna see next week. Are we down to just a 2v2, or are we going a 1v1, or is there still people in the game?
I honestly think at this moment, unless some big changes happen in the north, first place and second place are set between Traxxium and Spartini. I'd love for the Northerners to prove me wrong. I really, really would. But knowing that they've got 2 hours at speed 3 next week, I don't know how they can pull off that lead while still stopping the Southerners from getting even more points.
Yeah.
Especially because that whole row of 3s requires a full lifetime to unlock.
That requires essentially a full session to do those. Unless you've got a genius kid. The way that they can do this and possibly make enough points is if they can somehow stop the two southern players from making up any more points, and they grab a load of 1-point modifiers and grab those bonuses. Grab because if say Mordaith completes all of the 1 points and all of the 2 points, gets the +5 and +10 from those as well, the point total looks so much better. But that's going to rely on Traxxium and Spartini to also not do those things. So what I would really love to see is, in the week going, is our Northerners get together, have a little bit of a secret conversation, and see if they can disrupt things. And play disruption more so than anything. But I'd love for them to make the change around. But anyway, let us go back with the studio.
Yes.
Hello.
It's with us to this time. Hello.
Yes.
Unlike last time, where we thought we were going to talk to you, but you went missing.
No, we didn't need you then, but we do need you now. So,
well,
I mean, I feel like you've already kind of recapped this session. Rose, what was the most surprising thing to you that happened this week?
I would have to say Ghibli finally getting her perfect child.
I mean,
it's not related to points yet, but
we waited 4 weeks, 4 long weeks for this. We'll see if she has 1 week left to do something with her genius child. We'll see if that translates into points, because not having a genius child has not gone great so far. Midgeman, what about you?
It's got to be Spartini's play this week. Not only did they complete 2 of the side quests, one of them, yes, I need to double check some results, but I'm pretty sure that they won the both side quests this week. But they also landed our first 2 5-point grabs. That is just a formidable showing to not only go, okay, I've set myself up to get 2 of the largest point scoring things on the board, but I've also gone and done the 2 bonus quests and won the wonderful SteelSeries headsets for my community. That's just some masterful CK play.
Yeah, I can't wait to talk to him and see what his stress level is right now, because he did so much this week. It is absolute insanity. Good for him, though.
Yeah, I think my favorite moment was at the start of the second half, when Enigmatic Rose just went through and looked at where every player's located, and then we ended up at Traxxium. It's just one tiny portion of land in Iberia. It's like, oh, okay, well, Spartini has Byzantium, Traxxium has this bit.
You know, but
And
we
thing
knew he was going to have trouble tonight, though, in all fairness.
Yes. Between the AI and then the succession crisis.
Yeah, we knew he was going to have a rough time. But we are going to talk to our players right now. So thank you to you both, and we will see you next week for our finale.
See you then.
Oh.
Well, so No, Ghibli. We'll talk to Ghibli in a bit.
She's actually ready.
Well, in that case,
We're professionals
let's
here.
go talk to her then.
Hello, Ghibli.
Hi.
And how are you feeling after this last week?
Good, but I need to correct your guys' scorecard because I did get 2 points.
Oh,
So,
okay.
We'll
hey.
hit Midgeman later.
Hey, no, I looked at the score sheet just 3 minutes before I went over here. If it's there, it's on me. So you're saying rather than having 3 points, you have completed one more thing, which is what?
10 friends, you guys. I'm very popular.
Wow.
You know?
Oh,
So
they
you're
were saying that though. In all fairness,
Yeah.
they were saying in the stream that you were very close to that.
So that means you're actually at 5 points.
Woo!
That's
Still last place, but it feels good.
Hey,
It's,
but you can get there. You can put some more points on the board. Maybe pass more dates next
it's an increase of 60%, I think.
That's good math.
week.
Yeah.
Quick maths. All right. Thank you so much, Ghibli. We will see you next week.
You genius child better pay off. Speaking of geniuses, how you doing, Morday?
Great.
How are things
Can't
going
wait for
in
the
the
others.
north?
Oh, fantastic. I'm mostly just doing a lot of raiding to host big parties.
But I was gonna say you already got that
Yeah.
point. But if you're doing it to host big parties, I get it. Understand.
Get it? Absolutely. It's a
Yeah.
plan.
And
I
what
don't
do you
think my guy's going to live much longer, though. He's eating a lot of bad food.
It's important to take care of your ruler.
He's
And what do you
really
think-
ghoulish looking.
What do you think you'll unlock next week, Marty?
I'm hoping Eager Reveler, or the famous Reveler one.
Okay.
But that's just
Oh,
one point.
unlock. There's only one thing left to unlock, so
You're gonna have access to everything. So I want to see you get more than just 1 point. What's the
Or
strategy?
he's
for
gonna
next
come over
week?
there and
Yeah.
he's gonna steal your cat.
okay, Dad.
Yeah, exactly. You
All right.
disappointed me for too long.
Okay, this is
On
getting
that
too real.
All right. Thank you so much, Mordaith. We'll see you back next week. You're gonna make everybody cry. Hi, Barely. Don't mind our
Hello.
co-host. He's just making everybody cry.
I'm not.
That's fine.
Welcome to Hard Truth Corner. Where's the points at?
Next week.
Good.
Next week, yeah. What are you planning to unlock next week?
Well, I'll have learning.
Yeah, so
next
you'll have
week.
everything.
So then finally, because my leader and my 2 children are also genius, I've got a decent chance of getting herbalist and gardener.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
So I'm hoping. Yeah, exactly. And so hopefully I can start just really funneling into getting as much as I can next week. I've got it finally leveled out.
One of the things our casters speculated on was how the Northern Triumvirate, let's assume I said that word properly, would need to kind of run obstruction for the 2 players in the south, meaning Traxxium and Spartini, because they've kind of run away with the points twice here.
Yeah.
A little bit. You gonna do anything about that? You're just gonna let them have it?
Oh yeah, I'm gonna do something.
Okay.
Okay, I was gonna
Good,
say, like,
good.
he really wants to see some bloodshed there, Barely. So thank you so much.
Yeah,
We will see
that's
you
fine.
next Wednesday.
Good.
No problem.
Traxxium, hello.
Hi.
You've had
Hi.
a rough week, friend. You've had a rough week.
Yes, but I think the next week I can still give some punch. But it will be hard. It will be hard. I'm like against the clock. Spartan is playing so great. It's like I have little chance, I think. But I will try to give some surprise for the last week.
You are in a position where you are at least points wise really close. You're one challenge away from tying Spartini. So it seems like it's going to come down to whoever you can grab the most points next week.
In that last 2 hours, yeah, absolutely.
Yes, maybe I can finally have a kingdom. We'll see. We'll see.
You want your kingdom, man. All right. Thank you so much, Spartini. Or Traxxium.
we're
Wow.
going.
No problem. No problem.
I need some coffee.
It's too late for coffee.
Spartini.
Quack.
Okay, back in the lead. at 22 points.
Yes.
I've scolded everyone else for not getting enough points. Good work this week.
Thank
Very
you.
well
I
played.
was aiming for 24, but I'll take 22.
You did horrible. I can't believe we've ended up here. So
Yeah, the bastards went a little wrong, and now people don't really like me. I got some instability, but hopefully I can get the 10 bastards next time.
it sounds like
So another 2 points. Are you hoping for even more than that?
Yeah, I'm going to unlock learning too. Should get quite some points with
Right.
learning. I thought from
Yeah.
the start that learning should be the easiest in getting points, so I kept it for the final session. So should be able to get some points.
Well, you've had a great week, Spartini, because you've won at least one, if not both, of our Steel Series challenges for the week. And you got a whole bunch of points,
You're-
much to
not only did-
Nora's happiness.
yeah, not only did you get the first 5-pointer, you also got the second 5-pointer, which was very impressive to see. Are you going for? Do you think you're going to get any more 5-pointers next week?
Yes,
Good.
for sure.
Ooh, he plans on winning this. See, what it is, right, Spartini, is you're so upset about being edged out by that last, 30 seconds it was with the last season that you were on. You're planning on bringing it home this time, right?
Yeah, I might have planned a little bit too much per session though. Like I'm really clicking so many buttons at the same time. It's I'm really hoping not to click something wrong again like last time.
Fingers
So far
crossed
it's been
for you,
going
my
okay.
friend. All right, thank you so much, Spartini. We'll see you next
Thank
week.
you.